So the subculture I decided to do is surfing, and I chose this subculture just because surfing is something that I'm really interested in, and I actually grew up with it. I was born and raised in San Diego, like right by the beach, so it's something that I'm just really familiar with. Like, I love to surf. My brother's a surfer, my dad's a surfer, a lot of my friends are surfers, so it's just something that I've grown up with and that I find a lot of interest in, and I've never really looked at it from a sociological, subcultural perspective, so hopefully I'll learn something new. Hopefully you can learn something new. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Before I get into the real specifics of surfing, let me just give a definition of the term. Webster's 7th New Collegiate Dictionary defines surf riding as the sport of riding the surf on a surfboard. More specifically, surfing is the act in which an individual slides across the surface of a cresting wave while standing on a surfboard. The act of riding waves with a wooden board originated in Western Polynesia over 3,000 years ago. The first surfers were fishermen who discovered riding waves as an efficient method of getting to the shore with their catch. Eventually, catching waves developed from being part of everyday work to being a pastime. This change revolutionized surfing. Early historical records of surfing appear in the late 1700s, when Europeans and Polynesians first made contact in Tahiti. It wasn't until the 1960s that surfing really became a national phenomenon. At this time, movies centered on surfing were released. These boosted the sport's popularity immensely, and this moved surfing from an underground culture into a national fad. Surfing also became a huge part of the music industry. Bands like the Beach Boys and the Surfaris released tracks based on surfing and Southern California beach culture. This also added to the fame of surfing. Surfing seen in the media formed most of the world's first ideas of surfing and surfers. Eventually, though, a stereotypical image of a surfer was burned in everybody's mind. A classic example of this stereotypical surfer would be Jeff Spicoli from the Fast Times of Ridgemont High.
This guy's been stoned since 3rd grade.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm registered in this class.
What class?
This is U.S. history. See the globe right there.
Really?
Hey. May I come in?
Oh, please. I get so lonely when I hear that 3rd attendance bell ring and all my kids are not here.
Sorry I'm late. It's just like this new schedule's totally confusing. I know that, dude.
Mr. Spicoli.
That's the name they gave me.
I don't know, dude. I only go out if it's double overhead. At least.
I should really have a GoPro for this.
Dude, let me get a bar of wax.
Hey, what can I get for $5?
Dude, I could surf pipe.
Dude, I would never surf pipe.
Hey, do you know where you can get free beer?
Chopes is going off right now.
Dude, I can't wait to put this up on the vlog. Hey, can I borrow some wax? No, dude, I only use cool. Backside just feels better, you know? Dude, Rasta is like my inspiration. Can I get 2 carne asada burritos? I found it. Pinky. Got it. Ew. So sick. That shit's sick. So sick.
Surfers definitely have their own language. RippinH2O.com gives a list of terms used by surfers and their definitions. Having this slang makes this subculture exclusive, and it makes non-surfers feel like outsiders. Surfing is so much different than any other sport. It's so much more than paddling out and catching waves. It's a way of life. Once you're introduced to the subculture, you'll forever be a part of it. Donovan Frankreiter, an American musician and a lifelong surfer, explains how surfing has changed his life forever.
Like wherever I can catch one. It makes me very happy to surf, to be in the water, to be a part of all that rhythm and just that outside feeling you have when you're in a big blue ocean. It's an amazing feeling. I surf because it keeps me alive. I think it's one of the most crucial things in my life that I do. It's definitely given me everything that I have in my life, and it's shown me everything that I've been able to learn, you know, with traveling and meeting people, different countries, different cultures that I've been a part of. And I don't know, I just think that there's nothing like surfing. You know, I've seen people at their greatest moments, and then also I've pushed my son into waves. I have a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old and my 2 little boys, and I remember the first time he ever caught a wave and he looked back at me. You know, he had the same reaction on his face as if he just won the world. It's like that feeling you get when you're riding a wave. It's like there's a moment there you actually realize that something special beyond belief is happening, because the thing that you're riding will never break like that again. I grew up sort of in an inland area where not many people surfed, and all my other friends, people don't like football practice or baseball or soccer. My parents would drive me down to the beach, and thank God they did. Always be addicted to just surfing. That's all I want to do. Surfing is like a lot of elements of like Mother Nature and everything that happens to occur that day with weather and tide. And so when a moment all does come together and you get that perfect wave, you kind of feel like on top of the world.
Another pro surfer, Rasta, explains how surfing is so indescribable, and that's what makes it so amazing.
It's like you can talk for days, but you probably won't hit the mark. The inability to describe something to me is the proof that it is fucking amazing. It's that amazing is good enough for me. I'm happy to not know. I'm happy to not understand what's going on. I don't need to understand it all. You surf because you really, really want to, and because you're loving it, and it's a blessing, or you don't surf. I've been gifted the opportunity to not have to go to a 9-to-5 job and to not have to be in that mindset. So I figured, why not go as far the other way as I could? The great thing is there's no rules with surfing. You don't have to surf till the day you die. One day you might just wake up and you're done. You just surf because it feels good, and you surf because you can, and that's how I feel about myself.